Breaking news.
And now...
Okay, everyone, welcome back to the ACX Music Throne Discussion. In this series, we talk a little bit more behind the scenes of what we do here in ACX Music and why we exist. One of our core businesses are today UFC Ultimate Zone, which is the zone behind UFC. And today we are really lucky to have one of the upcoming, the rising stars in the sport from Norway. So, Cecilie, I'd like to welcome to this Throne discussion with me to tell us and the world a little bit more about yourself and what you do. So, Cecilie, who are you?
Who am I? Well, I'm from Norway, first of all. And I do MMA for a living.
Yeah, that's cool. Where did it start? I mean, you have been into sports for quite a long time.
Yes.
So where did it start and where are you going?
Yeah, I mean, I started sports basically from when I was born. I've always been active. I've been doing probably downhill skiing before I could walk. I was like, but yeah, no, I've been active all my life. And I started judo when I was 8 years old. And I fall in love with people. I mean, the relationships that I have and what the sports or the relationship that the sports bring towards me, those are less like there's no value to it. There's incredible things.
In ACX, we have a mission of bringing sport, music, entertainment, lifestyle together. And we do it in a new way with every aspect, but everything is through the lens of music. Our big vision and the goal we reach out with every day is connecting the world through music. And that is a little what we want to do with all the athletes we work with as well. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about the journey you are now out on? Where are you going to
Where
go?
I'm going?
What are you reaching out to?
When I was 8, I started judo, and then I ended my judo career when I was 23, and I'm 25 now. And I actually decided I was going to do MMA because I was battling between jiu-jitsu and MMA. But I ended up with MMA, and absolutely because it's more adrenaline. I'm a junkie for that. But yeah, I just saw like the whole thing with MMA, like not only the sport but like everything beside. Like I love like the social media part. I love what the sport represents, and I love the fact that I can be a tough girl but actually a sweet one too. So I can be like whatever I want to be basically. And obviously when I made the decision of going into MMA, I was like, I'm not going like half-ass into this. I'm going all the way. I'm becoming one of the best MMA athletes, female athletes, whatever you want to call it, in the UFC. So that's where I want to be. If I can bring it up, like the science behind recovery, which you guys are looking at with the music and stuff like that, like I'm lately been really into science. Like how can I develop my sleep? How can I develop my recovery? How can I push more at training? When should I push? When should I not push? Like so that I know I'm not getting sick and I'm not getting injured. Yeah. And that's what's more of my, like, I would say milestones that I have to reach is more like within me and like what I do in training and besides training and mentally, like that journey more than actually the competition part, because competition, like for me, I love it. Like it's the one place I feel most myself. Like that's not something that I really have to work on in that way. Like for me, it's all those milestones of training and recovery and just the mental part and how to like look at myself in the mirror basically.
I think this is very important, and this is one of the programs we work with here in ACX Music as well. I mean, we introduced Cecilie to it, and we have actually, unlike a lot of other music companies, we have a very interesting program going on for recovery, relaxation recovery.
I want to do everything. Like, there's no boundaries for me. Like, I want to do everything, explore everything about music and sports, and yeah, music is just everything. Like 100%. Like, it's everywhere, in everywhere. It's like, sounds are amazing.
We are very proud to follow you all the way up to UFC, be part of the things we are doing in UFC, and one day we can sign you off on your own playlist in the UFC Ultimate Zone as well. I strongly believe Cecilie is coming there. I mean, she's been in the sport only for a year. You've been fighting for a half year. So I mean, it's amazing. It's really amazing what you have achieved so far. I mean, MMA is a cool sport. It's a very hard, it's a very tough sport. It's really competition to get in there.
Yeah.
And having a lady from Norway, a young lady from Norway, wanting to be the best in the sport, one day raise the belt over your head and say, I became the champion. That is impressive. Where can people follow you?
Oh, usually I'm on my Instagram. Yeah. If you want more like just the info, you can follow me on Facebook too. Yeah. But just c.bolander. Yeah. That's my Instagram, and then you can find everything from there. You also need more sponsors, I guess, in the near. Absolutely. We always want more. And we want people that are like ambitious like you guys. Yeah, I mean, that's what we want. Being an MMA fighter is not a one-man band. There is trainers, absolutely not. There are coaches. I want a team. I want a good-hearted team. Yeah. I don't need that many, but I need a good-hearted team. Let's make sure we help this fantastic young lady on their way up to being a champion. Thank you, Cecilie, for coming here. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.